All right. So we've got another one of these. Hooray! I'm recording 4 back to back, and my brain's a little fried. So if this one's crappy, I might upload it anyway, but we'll see. Um, now, so Axel Low. This one's going to be a little bit different than the other ones because largely it is. Largely, this is not going to be like how to answer specific things. It's generally a philosophy thing about how to fight Axel because that's actually the thing that people need to know. Axel is the Dalsim-like character of this game. He's got these big buttons. You can technically hit the buttons, but it's pretty hard, and they're very squirrely. You know, he's difficult to deal with. He's difficult to run down. He's good at running away, and because he's good at running away, he's good at also just running and then throwing you because you're waiting for him to run away and then all that sort of stuff. Now, Axel is got a few things that you have to know because a lot of Axel players are still doing them, and this, it's free damage. Take it. So I will go over like the specific stuff of what you need to answer, but not in super high depth because it's genuinely not that important. It's just little basic stuff like this is punishable, this is all that sort of stuff. So first and foremost, Green Chain. Green Chain has some follow-ups. It's got bomb. It's got bomb. It's because I screwed that up. It's got pull, and it's got whirligig. Those are different options. Now, how you deal with each of them is a little bit different, but in general, not the biggest problem. And the main thing is getting in on Axel in general. So, the bomb, you do not have time to move in between, but there is a gap. He can control when it blows up, whether it's fast or whether it's late. But it is... it's there at mid-screen. You do not have to worry about the bomb. The bomb hits at where the screen is, not where otherwise, so it only works at far ranges. Which, so if you're dealing with Axel at the far range, then the bomb matters. If not, don't worry too much about it. Now, the pull is super plus if you block it. He is hit Axel, and what I mean by plus is it is still Axel's turn. He can act before you can. He starts earlier, and it will beat out your button because he's at advantage. His move starts earlier. Now, this move I don't know how plus it is, but it's plus a lot. But however, some stuff to know about it is that at closer ranges, particularly on the ground if blocked, it will whiff. And if it whiffs, you can run at him and punish him. Be ready for it to whiff occasionally, but good Axel players are very seldom going to whiff this move. Just be aware that if it whiffs, you can do something. But in general, you just have to deal with it. At far ranges, like on block, like let's set him to block for a second. At far ranges, oh, still on that. That's instant block. Okay, normal block. All right. At far ranges, you don't get pulled quite all the way in, so it doesn't really matter. So it's not that big a deal. The one that is a bigger deal is perhaps this one, because a lot of new players just don't know what to do about it. And they try and hit it, and then they get hit, and they're like, "What do I do?" We can hold it and pull it until I have to deal with it. Like he can just do Green Chain. He can just hold this for like ever. And the truth is that you just jump at him. It does not hit very high. It has a bad aerial hitbox, so you can jump at it. That's pretty much all I'm going to talk about with Green Chain. The only other thing is practice reacting to this. Because if Axel gets that side switch, the matchup becomes so hard. It's like you work him all the way to the corner. Do not let him switch sides. Do not give it to him. Play it safe. Overly cautious. Make him fight for that corner. It's very important that you do not overcommit and you do not let him switch sides for free. Because he has all the power in the world if he's running away. Now... This move is reactable, and most characters, and Axel has a very far air dash, so I'll be a little further away. Oh, great. So Axel has a very far air dash, so, that's a very easy punish. So he's a little bit different. Most characters, you just instant air dash at him, and you bop him. It's counter hit. Great. Hooray. It is very... it's pretty easy to react to, but you will have to practice reacting to it. The way that I practice reacting to it is I use random between this and this, and I will randomly set. I'll have it set random between those two, and then just sort of start beating that. Now, the other stuff to know is this move right here. It's minus a lot, even though you're pretty far away. I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure that every character in the game has something they can do to punish it. It's minus a lot, like a lot, and it can be punished pretty easily. And if an Axel is doing it on block, please do punish it. I don't know for a fact that every character can, but check your character's options. I'm sure something does. Not totally sure, obviously, because I gave the caveat, but basically, if you have a move that will reach, it will punish. You don't quite have time to, run up and close slash, but you might be able... Yeah, you can, dash a little bit and far slash. It's super minus. Then the other stuff, this move right here. This is the point where I'm going to talk about philosophy. Axel is trying to stop you from getting in, and he has to commit. A lot of players don't really realize this, but Axel has to commit to either stopping you on the ground, stopping you in the air, or a kind of weak hedge your bet sort of stuff. So if Axel throws out this move, there is no getting over this. Even if you block it, you're still far away. And there's no air move in the game is going to beat it. That was just a weird situation. But there's no stopping Axel from beating you in the air if he knows you're going to go in the air. And there's also no stopping from hitting you for running in if he knows that you're going to do that. So the key to the Axel matchup is actually paying attention to what the Axel is looking to do. What are they trying to stop you from doing? Are they hitting these sort of things? Are they trying to get you to stay on the ground with Rinsen and 2HS and even the overhead? Are they trying to kind of keep you from running in on them with this sort of button? All of that stuff. If that's what they're looking for, then you jump at them. If they're looking for this kind of thing, or they're just standing there, they're probably looking for you to be in the air, and they're going to try to anti-air you. Now, nothing beats this preemptively, and this is an amazing anti-air, and this is an amazing anti-air. All of them are very good, and they will work very reliably if they're not committed. If Axel does press these sort of buttons or this sort of button and you jump at him, there is nothing you can do. He has committed. The hedge your bets option is this. Oh, that's not even. I didn't have it recorded. Good job, me. The hedge your bets option is this. Now, this button, you can 6P it. It does hit high, so you can 6P it. It's not even particularly hard. You also can, most of the time, most characters can do this. Oh, that's too far. Most characters, right here, you see how it's blocking? Most characters, their run animation is a little bit lower than their other one, so they can run under it. Now, not every character's run does that, but most of the cast can actually run and get under it. Now, Potemkin and Nago, I'm sorry. Not that the matchups are bad, but you don't get that option. The Nago might be bad. That might actually be a bad matchup, but I'm not really calling any matchups yet. The Axel is Generally, if he does this, like if he does either of these options, run at him. Just immediately reaction, run at him. Because these are much bigger commitments than most anti-airs. Like it's quite a while before he can act. Like you'll see, I'm holding up. That's quite a while. It's when he pulls his arm back that he can act. Similarly, it's quite a while, and they're not going to hit you if you run. So if he ever commits to that sort of option, he's just like throwing these out there. Move at him on the ground. Go over and bop him. If he's doing this move right here, most characters can 6p it. I don't know that every single character can, but it doesn't actually get very low. Most characters should be able to 6p it. And similarly, it can be with punished, all that stuff. This move, you should get a full punish. Similarly, this move, you should get a full punish if you jump at him. They're pretty high commitments. Now, the last thing that Axles will do is if they're not committing to anything and they're realizing that you're just kind of waiting and observing them out, Axle players actually are sneaky little buggers, and they'll run at you and throw you. And they'll do their sort of cheese ball tricks to kind of catch you for sitting there. And that's the other thing that Axles will do, is if they're just kind of waiting and you're kind of waiting, they'll be like, hey, he's waiting. Bob. They know that I have the dominance in this range, and they'll do that. So kind of be ready for Axles to do that if they're not doing much. Be ready for them to run at you. Most Axles don't. They're either not quite ready for it, but they are some of the trickiest little players, and they like to just kind of realize what you're thinking and try and capitalize on you committing to something. But it goes a long way. Now, the only other thing that an Axle player can do that covers kind of both is this sort of stuff. Now, technically you can anti-air this. It's pretty hard to 6p, to be honest, because there's quite a few different timings that will hit you, and also it clashes at farther ranges. So generally, if he's running back, you just kind of got to work your way in. You just got to work in slowly, push him to the corner, hold him to the corner. Don't let him switch sides. Otherwise, you have to just start all over and work him to the corner again. Axle, when he is here, Axle is technically one of the weakest characters in the game. When he is in this position, he's got pretty much the worst tools in the game to deal with it. He has He has got his super, which you have to punish by after you block the first stuff. You have to jump at him. I'm not going to record it, but you have to jump at it. You block the first one, you jump at it, you hit him, because otherwise he gets out of it. I rambled a lot. This one's kind of bad. I think I'm going to upload it anyway because I'm tired. It's not very succinct. I might re-record this later and remove this video, but if I don't, I think this one's probably good enough. I think, covered pretty much everything about the character. It's just a little bit too long. So yeah, that is the basics of fighting Axle. Most of it is philosophy. Most of it is just kind of getting used to recognizing what Axles are looking for, which you just have to learn by playing them. So hopefully that is helpful. Have a good day, and bye.